Hello, hello, my autoimmune warriors. Yes, it's me again. Uh, Another video for you guys. So, I wanted to share, sorry, backwards. This was a brochure I had made for myself to spread awareness about NMO when I got diagnosed back in February 2016. Before I get started with the story, let me say if this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. I hope to inspire and motivate and educate those of you who have autoimmune illnesses, or if you have friends or family with autoimmune illnesses. It can be a lonely journey, can be painful, and we all have our own stories. They're similar but different, if you know what I mean. And I just want to add a side note: we have to be our own best advocates with this whole thing. So anyway, I wanted to read the information on my brochure that I had put together. So it's titled "One of the Many Faces of NMOSD." My face. And it reads as this: My name is Samantha, and I was diagnosed with neuromyelitis optica spectrum disorder slash transverse myelitis in February of 2016. Now, for those of you who was diagnosed with NMO, you know it's went through several names. The original name is Devick's disease, and then it went NMO, and then it went NMO spectrum disorder. And the transverse myelitis, the TM, comes from where the lesions landed on my spine. It caused the paralysis. So that's what transverse myelitis does. It can do that. So anyway, this says it's my goal to bring awareness about NMOSD slash TM, and let's fight for a cure. So anyway, the inside reads NMO awareness overview. Neuromyelitis optica, NMO, and NMO spectrum disorder, also known as Devick's disease, which I just briefly explained, is an autoimmune disorder in which immune system cells and antibodies primarily attack the optic nerves, and the spinal cord, paralysis, but may also attack the brain. The damage to the optic nerves produces swelling and inflammation that cause pain and loss of vision. The damage to the spinal cord causes weakness or paralysis in the legs or arms, loss of sensation, and problems with bladder and bowel function. NMO is a relapsing, remitting disease. During a relapse, new damage to the optic nerve and or spinal cord can lead to accumulating disability. Unlike MS, there is no progressive phase of this disease. Therefore, preventing attacks is crucial and vital to a good long-term outcome. The cause of NMO is thought to be due to a specific attack on the aquaporin 4, better known as AQP4, water channel located in the optic nerves and the spinal cord. Aquaporins, also known as AQPs, are proteins that transport water across the cell membranes. More than 70% of NMO and NMOSD patients test positive for an antibody biomarker in the blood called the NMO-IgG, or anti-AQP4 antibody. So let's talk about who gets NMO and when. There are, and remember, this was back in 2016 when I pulled up this information. I'm sure it's more now. There are an estimated 4,000 people with NMO in the United States and 250,000 people worldwide. NMO is more common in women, greater than 80%, than men. NMO occurs in all parts of the world and may be the most common form of demyelinating, try to say that fast 10 times, disease in certain populations such as Africans, Asians, and Native Americans. NMO can occur at any age in children as young as 3 years old and adults as old as 90, but appears most often between the ages of 40 and 50, which is correct because for me, I was in my mid 40s. NMO, we need everyone to help. So, what is transverse myelitis? Let's talk about that for a second. Transverse myelitis, TM, is a disorder caused by inflammation of the spinal cord. It is characterized by symptoms and signs of neurologic dysfunction in motor and sensory tracts on both sides of the spinal cord. It can affect your ability to walk. It follows the laws of the thirds. 1/3 see almost complete recovery. Another third sees a partial recovery. And the other third, they don't receive recovery at all. It is said to be a lifelong spinal cord damage. So I picked out some of the sayings that you should not say to people with invisible illnesses. Because this can be considered an invisible illness because on the outside, everything looks fine, intact. But on the inside, there's something totally different going on. And those of you who have been diagnosed with this and have been through this and suffered with it, you know exactly what I mean. So, people say, well, you don't look sick. Okay, thank you. And then the next one, oh, I had a friend who had that and she died. Why would you say such a thing? It could be worse. You're lucky that you don't have X, Y, and Z, whatever other ailment they could come up with. That makes you feel better, right? Everyone gets sick. I had a cold last week. Totally insensitive. How long before you're better? I just explained to you what this was. Listening, were you? My next door neighbor's sister's friend's daughter has that, but she is much worse than you. Oh, well, thank you. That makes me feel a whole lot better. Anyway, so for my particular story, I had a few series of events that led up to my final diagnosis. It took a total of 1 month before it all just came crashing down. I was like 1 month fine, and the next month, bam. It was like, you have NMOSD. This has truly been a life-changing event for me and my family. I have learned so much and look at life through a different pair of glasses now. Really. We understand that people don't know anything about this. They think that all I need to do is walk again. But NMO is so much more than that. I want to be an inspiration to those who are in this similar situation, to offer more insight on a personal level involving those with NMO and transverse myelitis. Some of the discomforts are numbness and tingling at any part of the body, burning sensations, memory difficulties, fatigue, and other symptoms. While some of us may look great on the outside, hey, holla. The inside could be another whole story. It still amazes me to this very day how many people still don't get it. And I understand they won't get it unless they get it. Uh, it's as if they look at NMO like it's a cold or some minor illness. And that's why it's so important to spread awareness. I'm hearing other stories. We all get the same treatment. But I just wanted to share that information. Oh, one last thing I want to say what I've learned during this journey. I've learned that it's okay to say no because I was a yes person. Yes, can you take me to the bank? Yes, can you take me to the grocery store? Yes, can you watch my child? Yes, can you loan me some money? Yes, 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 can I borrow your car? Just yes. It's okay to say no. Okay? Um, also know this that some are in your life only for a season because you will experience fair weather friends if you haven't already done so. And it's okay. They served their season. If you became ill and it was just too much for them and they didn't want to be bothered with you anymore, bye. It's good to spend time with yourself. I know I certainly did. When this happened, I call it Isolation Island. And I spent time with myself, changed a lot of my habits, kind of had to. And it was important for me to reset my mind and adapt and get with this new normal. Continue to treat everyone equal. The importance of getting enough sleep. You want to be grateful for everything. Let me tell you, every single day when I wake up in the morning, I express thanks and gratitude every day because we take so much for granted. I mean, I had to learn how to put on socks all over again by myself, pants, shoes. I couldn't just run down to my car and go up the street to the store like I once was able to do at one point in time. So those things are very important. Be grateful for everything. Never judge a book by its cover. Again, our outside, which is our cover, looks amazing, a lot of us. But the book on the inside, you have to open it up and start reading it. So encourage everyone that you see. So I'm here. I don't see you guys, but I'm here to encourage you. Make sure you share the video so that it encourages someone else. And then last but not least, listen to your body. Because our bodies will let us know when we're doing too much, when we need to go take a trip to the doctor, when we need to change our diets, all of those things. So listen to your body. Nobody knows your body better than you. And so last but not least, again, um, let's not forget about the past, live in the present, and be hopeful for the future. Okay? A couple of quotes. When someone walks out of your life, let them. They are just making room for someone better to walk in. And that's true. And the other one, it takes courage to let go of the familiar, embrace the new. So with this, sometimes we have to let go of what was familiar and we have to embrace what is now new for us. So hopefully you have got some value out of this video. Once again, share the video. Give the video a thumbs up. That really helps with this algorithm, so it pushes it out there so other people who are looking for this kind of content, they can find it. So I appreciate you. I'm grateful and I'm thankful to you. Please feel free to leave comments down in the comments section. And I'll see you warriors in the next video. Don't forget to wake up and start every day with an attitude of gratitude. I'll see you guys later. Bye.